All right, so let's talk about roads in the UK. If you've ever looked at a map of Britain or tried to drive anywhere near London, you'll know there are a few different types of roads, and they all have their own quirks. First up, motorways. These are the big, fast roads, the ones with the blue signs. Motorways are designed for speed and long-distance travel. Think of the M1, think of the M6, think of the infamous M25. They're usually at least 2 lanes each way, sometimes 3 or 4. You won't find bikes, tractors, or learner drivers on them. Everyone's moving fast. The idea is to get you from city to city as efficiently as possible. Next, there are A roads. Now, A roads are a bit of a mixed bag. Some are almost like motorways, wide, dual carriageways, fast-moving traffic. Others are just single lanes winding through the countryside. But what they have in common is that they're major routes connecting towns, cities and regions. They have green signs and you'll see them labelled as A1, a 40, a 303. If you're not on a motorway, you're probably on an A road. Then there are B roads. These are the smaller, less important routes. They might take you through villages or act as shortcuts between A roads. The signs are white with black writing. The roads themselves can be anything from a decent 2-lane road to what feels like someone's driveway. If you're out in the countryside and your sat-nav tells you to turn onto a B road, be ready for anything. So that's the basic setup. Motorways for fast, long journeys, A roads for major connections, B roads for local traffic and shortcuts. But let's talk about the M25. Why does it always seem to be jammed? Well, the M25 is the orbital motorway that circles London. It's about 117 miles long. It links up with almost every other major road in the southeast. In theory, it's a brilliant idea. It lets drivers skirt around London instead of fighting through the city centre. But here's the catch. The M25 isn't just for people avoiding London. It's a vital link for commuters, for freight, for people heading to airports and for anyone just passing through. On a typical day, hundreds of thousands of vehicles use it, and because it's a ring road, if there's a problem, an accident, roadworks, or just sheer weight of traffic, there's nowhere else to go. Everyone piles onto the same road and the whole thing grinds to a halt. Plus, the M25 is a victim of its own success. When it was built, it was supposed to handle about half the traffic it gets now. Over the years, more and more people have come to rely on it. Every time they add another lane, more cars show up to fill it. It's a classic case of induced demand. So, if you ever find yourself stuck on the M25, just remember, you're not alone. It's the price we pay for having one road that tries to do everything for everyone, all at once. And that's how the roads in the UK are set out. Motorways for the long haul, roads for the big connections, B roads for the back routes, and the M25, well, for testing your patience. Thanks for joining me on this little road trip. If you found this interesting, stick around for more, and maybe next time I'll tell you why British roundabouts are actually genius.